Top Cycling, sejam bem-vindos a mais uma entrevista num training camp. Desta vez estamos com a Tudor, ainda na comunidade valenciana. Vamos ter uma lenda connosco, Mr. Fabian Cancellara. Fabian, thank you for hosting us.
Thank you for coming over.
I would like to start by asking you the most obvious question for a Portuguese journalist, which is, when you decided to be a team owner and set up this Tudor team, why did you think about Ricardo Scheidecker?
Why about Ricardo? Of course, first of all, I need to say that Tudor Pro Cycling Team. I mean, without Tudor as our main partner, there will be also no professional cycling team. That's first also to mention, but for sure also an important person, a really important person is Ricardo. That is in our team, that is leading the sports department. And I mean, why Ricardo? First of all, he's a really, really good person. This is what for me is important. And I worked with Ricardo in Leopard. We shared a lot together over there. And for me, and then we I don't say we separated, but our relation didn't stop. He worked somewhere else, I was in another team, he was somewhere in a team, and but we keep still going our relation contacts, and we still have been friends. And when we started this team, there was the time where I asked Ricardo, hey, I'm gonna do a team, and they said, yeah, nice, but I am in a team. And then at the first stage it was not possible, but like in life we say that life sometimes can change, so certain things has changed, and then Ricardo joined. And honestly I must say I'm personally super happy, super proud to have such a good person and a huge professional, experienced person in our team with Ricardo that is leading the sports department. And I'm super happy. And he brings so much into the team, and so values that are so needed also to build. And super happy that with Ricardo, and of course with Rafael and myself, and we are leading. We are doing what we like to do. Ricardo's giving everything from him to the team, and he's super humble and super professional. And so for all the Portuguese people, he's super good, and he brings some Portuguese flavor. He brings some super motivation into the team, and for us is a really big value, and it's nice to have a friend in the team. And Ricardo is this. When we started the team, there was Ricardo and our head doctor, the only two people I have worked with. Beside, around, there was all new people, and it's not me that has chosen. It's us. It's everyone together supported that what we have today, or what we have when we started everything, to go to the first races with 20 athletes, then 27 athletes, and now in 2025 we have 30 athletes. We have a huge structure, and for sure thanks also to Ricardo.
As you said, many things changed in the past years. One of those changes is your own role. You are team owner here, but you are also a brand ambassador. You are a former pro athlete. In what role do you feel more comfortable?
I have different roles, kind of, you explained, but for me I call myself mostly always the soul of the team, to bring the soul with the team, to not bring the legend Cancellara, the owner, because I don't like that, because on the end, I mean, I am who I am, feet on the ground, humble, but willing to create something with the people. And I think for me it's that we we stay on our philosophy, that we stay on our way to how we race. This is this soul, because on the end, I'm not a sports director. I'm not the trainer. I'm not the nutritionist. I am who I am. I have special role, but it's a nice role. And of course, I have the responsibility for almost 130 people. Of course, yeah, the team owner. He's also the legend of cycling. Yes, he's the legend, but I don't feel I'm kind of the legend, because I am who I am, and I like to do what we do now, to give now to the people that we have in the team the possibilities, to chance that they can now create something. Because I started, but now it's not me, it's them, it's us together, and this is what I like most, and to be around. And of course, it's nice to be on the bike races, huh? But on the bike races is not always the work, because there's also office, and in the office there's also work, and there's also the family, and there's not only riding the bike and chilling a little bit the time at home. No, honestly, on the end of the day, I'm super happy, I'm super calm, and I wake up in the morning with a big smile. So I'm happy.
If you are happy, I'm sure we're all happy. You have quite a fan base all over the world, specifically in our country. You were a very appreciated athlete. Your rivalry, obviously, with Tom Boonen and several other riders. Do you sometimes miss it a little bit, the buzz of the peloton?
I think one thing I need to add for all the Portuguese fans. I mean, my past has something really deep with Portugal, because I did in 1997 the European Olympic Championship in Monsanto. That was years ago. It was the second year junior. And then, of course, I did the World Championship. And, of course, with Algarve, I have good memories in Sagres, winning the time trial. And just in generally, always good people around. And also in Switzerland, I have some colleagues there when I've been a young cyclist, some Portuguese cyclists from the north. They've been living in Switzerland, and was really, really nice. And yeah, I have good memories with the Portuguese people in generally. And that's why I thank you for all the support. And now come back to your question. When I stopped, it was a bit strange watching bike races, but now I can enjoy also certain bike races. Of course, if we have a rider in the front, then I get a bit of, not that I feel I need to be in the race, but it's so nice to have our riders in the race, in the front. And then, of course, you get the ambition, you get, you're motivated, and you are excited. But I never thought about a comeback or putting a number back.
You had enough.
I had enough, honestly. I had enough. Yes.
And now here we are in Spain. We are doing another training camp, starting a new season, and you have quite a structure here. You have a world tour structure, but you are in fact a pro team. I understand this is not the ideal situation. Are you willing to wait until 2029, until the next round of licenses are distributed by the UCI, or is your ambition needs to be matched earlier? Because it's not easy at the moment to get into the world tour.
Good question you made. Especially you mentioned the 2029 world tour. So does in 2029 still existing the world tour status? We don't know. What we know, in 2026 there is the newer phase. And one thing for sure is, as young we are, as we came in, we are in the last phase, in the last year of this 3 year summary that will come. And I think we need to reach, 20,000 points, that we could potentially be amongst the best ones, the best 18s. But honestly, what is our ambition? Our ambition is to be the top 2 pro teams, So then from 2026 on, we have a guaranteed calendar, because today, we as a team, we can say, okay, we are invited to Paris officially. We will race Mallorca. We will race Figueres and Volta Algarve. But then we hope, or we think, that somehow few races we done last year, we also gonna do, but it's not sure, because we are a pro team. So we need to apply for a wild card. But we are optimistic with the way we work, the way we have achieved our results last year with 2 World Tour wins, with the top 10 in the Giro d'Italia, and now with Mark Hirschi, Julien Alaphilippe, Marco Haller, and Larry Warbase. We have added riders that now also will help us to lift the next level of what we want to achieve. We want to go for bigger races, that not bigger, but the Ardennes. We would like to do the Ardennes. We like to do Roubaix. We will like to do another Grand Tour. Yes, we will like all this. We have our sports plan A, and we have sports plan B. And I think Ricardo even make a sports plan C, because we need to wait and we need to hope, but we are optimistic, because this is what we are, who we are, but also the way we race. We race. When we go to race, we want to do the race, and not to sit at the back at the peloton and we wait and then we go to the front. No, I think, it is the system of cycling, but we are optimistic that we reach by end of the year to reach our main goal, and then from there on, things are easier. But so far we need to wait. Next invitations, officially invitations, because this is what counts.
You mentioned 2 key names for the upcoming season: Mark Hirschi, Swiss talent, and Julien Alaphilippe, 2-time world champion. One from UAE Emirates previously, and the other one from a historical structure that you also know well, the Quick Step team. How were you able to attract this kind of talent? Because the facts are that you are a pro team, and you do not have the guarantees to tell a rider, okay, we are going to ride this and that, as you mentioned. So it says quite a lot of your team that you were able to come up with these 2 gigantic transfers.
Yeah, I think of course they're 2 big riders. Riders, they won big races, and of course to attract them, what it needs. We are who we are. This is the structure, and we motivated them to go with us the next step, that they feel comfortable first, and then we have also certain goals we want to reach. And I think for Mark, he trusted in the project. He see what we do, and he believed that we can do the next level with Mark on his process where he is. He's 26. He's in the best age of getting the best out of himself. And with Lulu, the same with Julien. I think he was so many years in one team, and now was the moment for him personally to change. And the change was coming for us in favor, and to bring us also to the next step, to bring them forward, but also that they will take also the next riders from us to the next step, so they can also see up our riders. But as humble the 2 guys are, as I'm sure they will do good.
Let me just quickly ask you about the time trial scene. You had a really nice photo with Remco Evenepoel, Filippo Ganna, Edoardo Affini in the last Zurich World Championships. How do you look at the time trial scene, being a specialist? How do you work time trial within the team? I know you invest quite a lot in your performance department with the engineers and everything. Just a quick glance at the time trial scene.
Of course, innovation is something that we also have, and of course it's not a secret. I mean, if you don't innovate, you stand still, and we have strong, good partners that we work closely, and we try to lift the next level of what we have already for the generation that will come up. And of course, I mean, Our sports performance group is also in that that on the time trial, on details we can work on, and that our riders on time trial cannot lose time. Let's say that they win time to be on certain races. Then instead of being top 20, maybe top 10, or even when it comes to a Grand Tour or GC, we saw it Michael Storer. If he could be just a few seconds faster, he will even potentially reach top 9 instead of top 10. So I think for us this is can be a major impact, and we work on that. And it's nice to have people in the team that are looking for it.
In regarding the global scene, apart from the Tudor universe, how do you look at the best time trialists in the world right now? Who is the one that you would pay a ticket to watch?
I mean, honestly, I have my best luck. I don't need to pay, yeah, because I can go and watch. It was quite special to be in Paris this year at the Olympic Games, to see them, to see the best of the best, or it was the World Championship, or I've been part of that, and it's nice to see a new generation, another generation coming up with the bikes they have, the way they approach with the gears and all the special details. I think it's quite nice, but for me it's not a surprise because I did the same. So it's just different time we have now.
Best of luck for the next season, and thank you a lot.
Obrigado.